Good morning, students. Today, in MBA fourth semester, in strategic management, we are going to deal the topic that is known as what business ethics or corporate ethics. Okay, so let us know what does ethics means. Okay, if we talk about the ethics, then ethics refers to a conception of what an individual or group regards as desirable. It is a view of life and a judgment of what is desirable, which is very much a part of a person's personality and a group's morale. Ethics are involved or imbibed from parents, teachers, elders, and as an individual groups. Okay, within organizations, ethics and values are imparted by the founder entrepreneur or a dominant chief executive, and these remain in some form for a long time after that person is not there. Okay, if we talk about the ethics, then in this term we can say that ethics are that particular values or conception or ideas which is being generated in the personality of a person. Okay, and that personality refers to the goodwills, that personality refers to the magnetic attraction of any individual towards itself. That is known as what? Ethics. And according to that ethics, one can come to know that what are those things which they are going to impart in the society, as well as in all the people who are there, all the workers who are there working in the organization, so that they can feel themselves proud, they can feel themselves safe, and all their rights would be safeguarded. Okay, that is known as what? Ethics. And in corporate ethics, it means that it is our duty to do the things by ourselves. For example, if we talk about the punctuality, okay, if in the organization, if we talk about the punctuality, and punctuality means what? If our office starts, if a worker, if the staffs who are working in the organization should have to report to the organization at around 9 a.m. at morning, okay, their reporting time is around 9 a.m. Then it should be in the ethics of the employees or the staffs that they should come at around 9 a.m. There should not be any kind of such checking or any kind of things like today we can see that most of the things are being done for various staffs in various organizations with the help of biometrics, and biometrics are the measures, are the methodologies or the parameters on the basis of which the attendance of the employees or staffs would be made. So this is not under the ethics. In the ethical part, what is being done, that if the punctuality should be there, then the staff should show the punctuality by itself, by its own. If your boss or your superior is not looking upon you or observing upon your activities, then it is in your own ethics that you have to do the work. If you have come, you have to come to the organization or report to the organization at around 9 a.m. then you should come at around 9 a.m. That is what the example of ethics or corporate ethics. Just like that, there are various things related to the ethics that we have to be very much loyal towards the organization. We have to very much loyal towards our work. All these constitutes what? Ethics. So let us know about the nature of ethics, corporate ethics. That what is the nature of corporate ethics? The very first nature of corporate ethics is that the concept of self in man has to embrace the spiritual dimension beyond the physical, social, and economic dimensions. Okay, it is what the concept of ethics would go beyond the dimension of physical, social, and economic dimensions. Okay, the next nature is what? The creative energies of human beings are derived from and rooted in the supreme creation intelligence. Exactly, this is what the second very important nature of corporate ethics. The third important nature of corporate ethics is what? Managerial decision making requires the interplay of both analytics and holistic faculties. Exactly, it means that holistic overall development of the faculties or the people who are working in the organization, that should be done on the basis of managerial decision making process. Okay, the fourth important nature of corporate ethics is what? Motivational strategies need to be based on the giving model rather than a needing model of man. Exactly. And the fifth very important nature of business ethics, or we can say that corporate ethics, is what? All managerial decisions are subjective in the ultimate analysis, and the effectiveness of such decisions depends critically on the purity of the mind of the decision maker. So these are what? These are the 5 important nature of business ethics or corporate ethics. Okay, now we learn. Now students, as a student of management, as a manager, you people should have to learn that how you are going to inculcate ethics in the organization. If you people are working in the organization as a manager, then it is your responsibility that in your organization you have to imbibe, you have to inculcate corporate ethics among the staff, among the employees who are working in the organization, so that they can feel effective, they can work effectively and efficiently, and they feel motivated to do the activities of the organization, and they feel themselves very much loyal towards the organization. So how we are going to inculcate that particular ethics? Okay, so the very first thing on the basis of which the ethics would be inculcated is what? Considering values and ethics in recruitment and selection to ensure capability of the characters, traits of potential employees to the ethical system of the organization. Exactly. When we are going to recruit, when we are going to select the employees, when the recruitment process is being done, when the selection of the employees is being done, then at that time what is being done? That we have to imbibe the values, we have to show the values of our organization, that on these parameters we are recruiting you and you have fulfilled these parameters. That's why you have been selected in our organization, or your appointment is being made. So now you have to be very much proper, you have to be in these ethics or values which you have shown in the interview or the written examination. Okay, so that is what the first thing. The second is what? Incorporating the statement of values and code of ethics into employee training and educational programs. Exactly. The second process by which we are going to inculcate or include ethics in the organization is what? Through the educational and training program. We are going to incorporate the statement of values and the code of ethics, the code of conduct, how we are going to conduct the organizational activities. What are those code of ethics which the employees are following in the organization? The third is what? Example setting by top management in the terms of actions and behaviors that reinforce the values. This is what we are going to set the examples, and on that examples, top management in terms of actions and behavior, they are going to reinforce the values. Okay, the fourth one is what? Communication of the values and code of ethics through wide publicity and explanation of compliance procedures. Exactly. We have to communicate, we have to imbibe the values and code of ethics through wide publicity. Publicity would also be done. On the basis of publicity, we can show that how the ethics would be inculcated in the organization, and explanation of the compliance procedure. Okay, so and the fifth important steps, or we can say that methodology on the basis of which the ethics would be inculcated is what? Constant monitoring of compliance. Okay, we have to monitor the compliance by senior staffs and top management. It means that always the top management and the senior staffs would have to look upon the activities of the management. Sixth is what? Consistent nurturing of values within the organization through their integration into policies, practices and actions. Okay, and the seventh important process on the basis of which we are going to inculcate this is what? Paying special attention to those parts of the organization that are susceptible to ethically sensitive activities, such as purchase and procurement, dealing with government, and other external agencies. It means that utmost ethics would be maintained when we are going to deal with some of the susceptible parts of the organization which are very much sensitive for the organization. It means that if the organization is dealing, if the organization is communicating with the government, then at that location, at that point of juncture, what is being done, utmost care and utmost ethics would be shown to them, that our organization is following the entire ethical parts. Okay, the second, if we are going to deal with the suppliers or customers, and that locations also, at that points also we are going to show the ethical compliances. Okay students, so today this is what we have learned about the ethics. Okay, thank you to all of you.